Jordan took both my hands in his. Seriously, girl, you can dance. You had every guy and girl in here glued to that sexy little body of yours. Hit me up if you ever want to go out. Slipping a piece of paper into my bra, he kissed my cheek. Hope you pick up that phone. Winking at me, he disappeared through the crowd. The music was blaring, people were dancing around us, but he was still stood hands balled and glaring. I wasn't going to let him ruin my night. I had just danced in a club in front of hundreds of people. He wasn't getting to ruin my buzz. I wouldn't allow it. Excuse me. As I went to walk past him, his hand shot out and he grabbed my arm. You're playing with fire, little one. Feeling his breath fan against my neck, a shiver rocked through my body. He was too close. Shaking your little ass for all these guys. What? Moving back, I grabbed my arm out of his grip and glared at him. I was dancing for me. I was dancing because I love it. I wasn't dancing for any guy. He had some nerve. His hot and cold attitude was starting to piss me off. Again, I tried to move past him, but he wouldn't let me. What was his deal? Jake, get out of my way, I said, trying to see if I could spot Alana in the crowd. Come dance on me like that. Every time he moved closer, I took a step back. Come dance your little ass on my dick. I mean, if you're giving them out. He smirked. I felt the pain as soon as my fist connected with his face. Now I was angry. A growl tore from his throat, his eyes growing dark. Wiping the blood from his nose, my eyes fell onto his lips. I needed to get away from him. You'll regret that, princess. Stay away from me, Jake, I mean it. Pushing past him, I ran towards the booth to collect my things. I wanted to go home. He had managed to ruin my night, and now that the adrenaline had left my body, I think I might have just broken my hand. With tears in my eyes, I grabbed my jacket and purse. In a hurry, I stumbled on the stairs, falling flat on my face. As the pain soared through my hand, a strangled cry fell from my lips. This was his fault. He had caused this, and for what? Leah. Hey, what the hell has happened? Alana was helping me to my feet, but I pushed her away. I just wanted to get home and away from here, away from him. Hey, Alana yelled. Ask your brother, Alana. Wiping my eyes, I pushed my way through the crowd in the main club area and tried to find the exit. Pushing the double doors, I sighed when the cold air hit my face. You all right, little lady? The bouncer from before stopped me by standing in front of me. I burst out crying. I couldn't hold it in any longer. Hey, now, did someone hurt you? Are you hurt? I was cradling my hand to my chest. The pain shooting through it was excruciating. I just want to go home. I stuttered. Stay right there, I'll be back. As he rushed off, I started to look about myself to see if I recognized where I was. Taking a seat on the curb, I kicked off my shoes, sighing with relief when the coldness from the ground hit them. That felt good. Just my luck, it started to rain. Could this night get any worse? She was hysterical, boss. I didn't know what to do. The bouncer from before was back, but he wasn't alone. That's all right, Jimmy. I'll take it from here. Looks like my night could get worse. Leaning my head against my knees, I turned it to the side. I felt his presence beside me, but I wasn't interested. I didn't care what he had to say. After what he said to me in there, I didn't want to be around him anymore. I was silent, crying. I had to bite my lip to stop myself from making any noise. I didn't want him to see me cry. I didn't want him to think of me as weak. As I felt his hand on my back, I shrugged him off. I didn't want his help. Leah, he sighed. Go away. I cried, cursing myself for how I sounded. Baby, you're drunk and you're hurt. I'm not going anywhere. I didn't reply. The rain was getting heavier and the night was drawing to an end. Everyone was starting to leave the club and make their way home. Still, I sat in the pouring rain with my head against my knees. Leah. He sounded frustrated. Go away, Jake, I don't need your help. Truth was, I needed someone's help, I just didn't want it to be his.